Well, greetings, folks. Welcome to another Spacehaven series in Alpha 19, starting there. It may transition to Alpha 20. The goal for this run, as we go through, is going to be an abandoned mining station start. We're going to set this up, and I'm going to take you along for a little ride. What I want to do is simulate a player space station. That is one of the main features that was in the Kickstarter stretch goals that has not made it in yet. You can build space stations for other factions, but you don't have your own, except for the abandoned mining station start. It's not really meant where you can build it out or anything, but what I'm going to do is use it. Alright, we're going to go to Brutal, and I have a series of rules that I've built out. What we're going to do is have default resources, no change there. I'm going to add a shotgun with a shotgun autoloader. We're going to have 2 claimables in the starting sector, the starting regular resources. We'll have 2 claimable derelicts, the regular amount of resources, and 2 regular derelicts on this start. This stuff is normal. All this is normal. Sandbox mode off. I'm not going to cheese it that way. Relationships are the same. I am going to start with the logistics robot station unlocked. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to build it for a while or feed them energy cells. But the reason I'm doing that is because we're only starting with 1 crew member. We're going to start with a solo start, build it out from there. I have randomness on pure instead of balanced. Nothing changed here. Everything's the same. All that's default. Standard brutal run, just a few tweaks here and there, mostly for my little narrative that I'm doing. I don't need scenario hits, thank you. Okay, let's go roll our 1 dude. Oh boy. Now this is not a bad start, although you're an alien lover. What I really want to focus on, since I'm going to be doing a lot of solo combat, is bravery and zest. Perception doesn't matter too much with a shotgun. All accuracy really does in this game is ensures when your dude rolls and he shoots, he's going to hit the tile he aimed for, not the target. So what we're going to do is roll until we have high bravery and zest, a little bit of skill in weapons, and hopefully a really good trait. Because he's going to need it. He's going to need it. We'll see. I'm re-rolling. I'm not going to manually pick the stats. And I'll tell you when I get a cool one. Okay, this guy is not terrible. He's got iron stomach, which means he can eat anything and not have a real bad day, which is a big deal early on. He's also got 5 zest, which will keep him up and running for a lot longer. He's got really good bravery of 4, which means his surrender will always be pretty low. Unlikely to surrender, most likely to stand and fight. Accidents, not terrible. His perception does affect that. His working speed is 124%, which is great because of his zest. Recovery is good because of his zest. See, this is really good. His intelligence is not very good, but whatever. He can't do botany, medical, or research, so he has really good potential for mining, which is good, and we'll go over that in a minute. Let's start with our hobo with a shotgun, Mr. Pie. He can be a red shirt, that's fine. I know I have no botany, medical, or research skill. Now I'm not going to be able to grow any food either. Oh, I need to find a crew member. This is going to be so rough. Okay, and so it begins. Let's start zoomed in. So, the abandoned mining station has a few things you can do right out the gate, right? You've got medical beds, you've got tons of real, fairly comfy beds, not real, what kind of comfy? We've got some food on hand to eat and survive. Oh man, not being able to grow food is going to be rough. Anyways, we run on a big X3 power generator, but it needs energy rods. We only have 21 of those, so once that runs out, this station has no power. Except for the solar panel over there. We have all the required stuff there for pods. We've got the ability to make water from ice. We'll do continuous there. If we find fabric or fibers, we can produce fabric, but you don't have that researched right out the gate. We can make steel plates and electronics components. We can scrap everything, which we're going to need to, big time. So we'll just set that to continuous for now. We're gonna compost the poop, and we've got the basic assembler. I'm gonna set this to if less than 3. The general consensus seems to be if you have industry in general, just set it to if less than 3 make more. Same for logistics rules. It works out, mostly. I can't grow anything. I don't have the skill. My guy's unable to do it. So, gonna be interesting. What else? So this is the station. The main goal with this is I'm gonna build a ship out of one of the claimables. It's gonna be a small one, ideally. Let's see what we've got first. Okay, well, we got a fairly couple of big ones. Oh, we got a hull stabilizer on that one. This is the fun part about this start. Oh, good. This one has an engine. This will save us a lot of resources. So I like doing the claimable derelict start because then you kind of have to rebuild a ship from scratch and go from there. Resources are not that great. There's not much. We'll go ahead and set that to mine. But first, ideally we clear these 2 other derelicts and see if we have another crew member or some cool loot. We'll see. This may be a quick run that ends very fast, but what we're going to do is go kit out. You do that by one of 2 ways. You can go to your inventory, you can click this tab for loadout, and set their loadout. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to give him a pistol for the sidearm, and what you can do is usually tell them to go get it. Let me undraft them. Theoretically, they'll go get it themselves. Sometimes they don't. So, yeah, he didn't equip it. So what I'm going to do manually, right? You draft them, you right-click on it, you go to pickup, and then you drag it over to the primary slot. Here's the attachment, and here's the pistola. There we go. And we're going to get out there while we've got full energy and ready to go. It's going to be great. I'm going to hit the small one first, I think. Let's see what this one has. If it's bugs, I can cheese them. I'm willing to cheese them by just not letting them get to me. Oh, it's a pirate ship, so we may end up with a prisoner if there's a guy on the wall. Robots already. Oh, jeez. Get big hits, Mr. Pie. Your zest is going to come in handy here when dealing with robots. Alright, get him into a fatal funnel. Get him closer to you. Take an E. Can we do it? Oh no. Get to cover. Blast him, please. Take an E. Oh no. Pull back while you unjam your weapon. Go. Alright, push over. A little bit of strategery in this fight. He might run out of energy too. That's the key. Get him! Come on, Mr. Pie. Nice, we did it. That should be the only other one on here. We can loot some stuff. We'll see what's on here. My guy's got to go rest. Ooh, this is a rough start. Continue drafted because I need you to go grab the stuff. What is that? Oh, an incendiary grenade launcher. Nice. Nice. Scoop it up, buddy. So you can pick things up off the ground and throw them in your pocket, if you didn't know. Okay, go about your day, bud. We're going to bring back some stuff. Not bad. Some infra blocks, a whole bunch of scrap. I like it. I'm going to strip this thing down for everything it's worth. Yeah, go. Weird. Shuttle didn't. Oh, never mind. Let's see how bad his wounds are. He's got a couple. He's going to need a little bit of time to rest and recover. So really what I want to do with this, right, overarching goal is to have a small 1x1 ship-ish, something like that, as our main ship that we build out from the start here. We take that ship, we build it out as a mining vessel. We bring back all those resources to our player base and process them here, with the goal of building out the rest of the ship and building out kind of a lifeboat ship that will grow over time. That's my goal. Ideally, we get more crew. We'll see. This might be a very short-lived run. I don't know. Now, we dealt with some robots there right out the gate, which is not terrible. Oh, dude, wake up. Oh, no. Mr. Pie. go rest. There we go. He's resting in a medical bed. That should be good. He recovers fairly quickly, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now, if we're talking the long-term end goals of this run, I think we build that lifeboat, and once we have it operational, the goal is to go through and clear derelicts on the way to Eden and throw them all into hypersleep chambers, right? And then save them and bring them to Eden. Kind of be a lifeboat for everybody else. We'll see. This series goals may evolve over time. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. All right, my next goal is to do a little bit of reconnaissance. We're going to go see what we've got on the other regular derelict. Hopefully it's just little alien bugs, because those I can cheese pretty easily if I need to. If it's robots, oh god, that'd be terrible. Ah, it is bugs. Get blowed up. Hello. Oh, it's a can of beer. Oh, lovely. That's a great find. What do we have in here? Anything cool? Nothing. I did a test run on this and I found some armor sitting in one of those little stashes. It was pretty nice. Okay. I cannot stand one-on-one with these things unless I land some really lucky hits. So I'm going to go cheese them. Especially in my guy's current state. Come get me, bug boy. What I'm hoping for is a crew member on board. I'll grab some hoot too. Well, there is a crew member. They're just a pile of goop. They did. A SMG. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we'll get that on the way out. We'll bring that back to the station. It's good. It's good. It's in poor quality, but we can always fix it up later. Alright, run. Don't let him catch you. Oh, there's two. Yeah, you definitely need to cheese this one. Come on, bug butt. Let's go. Being sneaky, aren't you? Snag a few hits on him as we go. Alright, run. Good hit. Good hit. You gotta draw him in a little bit. Bait him a little bit. Master of that. Baiting, of course. One down. Pivot and fire, sir. Big hit. Yeah, we're chasing, man. One more big hit. Oh, you got nibbled a little bit. I think that's all of them. Nice. Continue drafted. Go grab that. No, go. Those painkillers. Dude, we need those. He could probably use those. Go ahead and grab those. I'm going to throw those in your inventory. You're undrafted, sir. Go about your day. Enjoy. Good job. No crew members. That's very unfortunate. We're going to juice these people because we need their resources. Focus on the tech and energy for now. We'll get the rest later. All right, what kind of wounds do we sustain? Starving. Dude, go eat. A ship is coming in. Oh, that could theoretically yield some boons for us. I don't know yet. What yet? Maybe quests, contracts, something. I don't know. Well, he took pain pills. Good. He can go sleep it off a little bit. Well, we've cleared both of the regular derelicts. We got to clear the claimable derelicts. I don't think we'll find crew on the claimables is going to be the issue. So we're going to have to do a lot of work there. This one I think is going to be the easier one to get up and running. Probably. We'll find out when we get on board. Hopefully it doesn't have robots who have stripped it down. That'd be most unfortunate. Greetings, the Flying Weasel. Hello. You have no missions. Do you have anything for trade? Buying energy rods would be good, but I don't have the money. What do we got available on here to sell you that I don't need? One of the big things I'm lacking on here, I think, is I don't have an algae food dispenser, so I can't make poo food. Bad deal. Bad deal. Okay, well, they're here. Is there anything I can buy, like tech blocks? I'm gonna have to sell something. I don't want to sell my food. I feel like I'm really gonna need it. I can sell a little bit of Hyperium. Seems like they'll pay me a lot for that. Energy blocks are something I'm gonna need a lot of, I think. Do you have any tech blocks? No. You got booze. Yeah, I want to boost my dude's mood a little bit. If you got space food, I'll take that, but you don't. Okay. I don't think I really want to buy more regular food yet. I'll sell you one more of these, and I'll buy your last energy block. Deal. There we go. We're making trades. Chugging a beer. Oh yeah. Get it done, Mr. Pie. With your horseshoe hairstyle. Great. His wound is starting to heal up, so we'll see how it goes. Actually, let's see. Did I get a little bit of money? Did I blow all my money already? I have 45 bucks to my name. Do you have any medical supplies? Looks like no. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Beer will be my medical supply, I guess. Alright, what we're going to do is go check out the other derelicts. See what we're working with. Maybe we can start building it out. I want to clear this one first because it's the priority. Hopefully it's just bugs and not robots, because that would ruin my day. Hello? Is anybody there? Is that an X3 power generator? Oh my Lanta. This ship is very much worth the fight. If I can win. If I can win. Oh man, that's a big win. I think it's also got... It might be a whole stiff... No, it's just storage. Okay. It's got a lot of good stuff. If I can rope-a-dope these dorks and get them to run around and run out of juice, I might be able to blast them. This is a way to cheese these guys a little bit. What we're going to do is pop out over here. Alright, we're getting in close. Popping out. Hello, robots. Ooh, I got some hits. The more I can do of that, the better. Pop out again. I am cheesing this a little bit. Oh, weapon jammed is not good. Pop out. God, you and your jamming. What are you doing? Take an E. Theoretically, it makes you harder to hit. Alright, hop on board. You've done a little bit of damage. Good. I don't think they repair over time, so what we're going to do is go rest up, come back and re-attack. Alright, I need you, my man, to move all this stuff out of the airlock. It's blocking everything. Start slinging that cargo, baby. Alright, Broheim. What we're going to do with you is bring you back. Oh, you're low slinging that thing now. Okay. I'm going to have you go recon the other derelict. We'll see how bad that is. If that's just bugs, we can handle it. Might have some good stuff. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go over here. Not go through the airlock. Please don't be robots. Oh, thank you. Don't blow up the stuff. Good. We can handle this. Draw them in. Pull back. Cheese them. They can't jump. One more down. Good. Big hits. Come on. Yeah, nice. This is a fun visual bug. I love it. It just looks cool. Pull back. Gotta bait them. Be a master of the baiting. Nice. Move, don't get bit. Avoiding bites is the key here. Oh shit. Don't get nibbled too much, man. Your precious cargo. Shit, there's still more? Oh, we got these guys. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Run. Alright, go get some O2 before you pass out from that. You're doing good. You're doing good, man. Don't blow up that hull stabilizer, please. It can happen. Hop on the shuttle. We're going to reposition. Whoops. We're going to shift over here and surprise him. No crew members in the starting sector. That's very sad. Come on. You little ambushing bastard. They're smart enough to move out of the way when they know they can't get to you. Come on out, buddy. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Undraft. All. Oh, this thing is not very good. It's missing a lot of key components. And a lot of hull, for that matter. What could I do to build this? The other one is clearly the golden goose. Like, this thing is the golden goose. Getting a friggin' hyperdrive, an X3 power generator to start with. Dude, that'd be a primo mining vessel. Although I'm not going to be doing much mining, so what I might do is try to build this out. Do I have enough blocks? Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know. We've got bedrooms, we've got the hull stabilizer. That's nice. We're going to need a lot of blocks going forward. I don't know if we're going to have them. All we really need is an ore processor. We need... Ideally, I'd have like 2 ore processors running. I don't think I'll ever fill them up, though. Not with a small crew. We'll have ore processors. We'll have a nav console. I guess I'll claim this and start building it out, because I don't need the power for it, and the other one will be great for power later. And I'm not going to be able to make energy rods for a while, so it's going to be tough, right? I need to fuel this with my energy rods. Oh, boy. All right, goal 1 is to get this one up and running, and then eventually we'll get this one up and running. I don't think I can take those bots easily by myself. So what we're going to do is claim this derelict. You can tell if it's claimable by looking at this little icon here. It's a filled-in ship icon. If it has a little line through it, that means it is not claimable. It is just a regular old derelict. Okay. We've claimed the vessel. I'm going to start building it out. To start with, we got to patch all the holes in the hull. I'm kind of doing this as a learn-as-you-go series, too, explaining a little more than I normally would, just in case you're new to Spacehaven, or you're just watching and you're interested, or, hey, you might learn something. I learn a lot from watching other people. Okay. All right. I think what we could do eventually is get this down to a 1x1, which is what I'd like to do. So this grid over here is 1. It's a 1x1 canvas, as I like to call them. This is a 2x1 because it's 2 pieces of canvas. All right. The ship's shape is going to be a little interesting, I think. How do I want to do this? I don't want to just blob it out and fill it out, but I'm going to need a lot of space on the ship, so we'll use this as our anchor point. I might just chop this off, move everything over here, and have it kind of be asymmetrical a little bit. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to have to work with what I have to begin with, and I mainly need a mining pod, a shuttle. Do I really need one for this if I'm not clearing derelicts? But I need to clear derelicts to get crew members unless I'm going to go recruit them at stations. Man, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. Oh, you know, we actually have more room. It's because of my stupid shuttle docking bay. Okay. Well, I'm going to sketch this in. I like to do the sketch first instead of just building outright, and it gives me more options going forward. We'll bump this out. What I'll do is I'll make this kind of like living quarters area, and then you have to come around here to go to that. So there's a little bit of degree of separation, so to speak. We'll work on that. Yeah, I think I'm going to chop this off. So what I'm going to do is remove all. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's because there's these. I see. We'll delete those. That's throwing you off. If there's a hull window, you can't deconstruct the hull. So you have to delete that first or dismantle that first. Okay. What I'm going to start working on is getting HVAC going, or life support. We'll do that in here. I think that's a great place for it. It will pump out through here. So what we're going to do is life support. We need an oxygen generator. And we need a gas scrubber. Great. We're not going to be doing much processing on this ship, if any at all, really. So, it's not bad. They'll get those going soon. What I'm going to do is fill in this part. I'm going to get a dirty little power generator. I may throw that right here. Or do the hyperdrive? I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I'll have them go through like engineering to get to the living quarters. Yeah, I'd like a shuttle on this. Having a shuttle is very crucial for most of these endeavors. Oh boy, this is tough. We're going to be moving stuff around a lot if you can't tell. The primary goal right out the gate is to seal the hull. Patch all the holes in the hull and then build out afterwards, right? That way, if you get it pressurized and you start getting some oxygen, you'll have a little bit of something to work with. The crew will go take a builder pod from one of these pod hangars. You can either have a builder pod, a fighter craft, or a mining craft. So what we'll need, probably... Ooh, do we leave all of our building to the station? I think we do. I think we do initially. We're only going to do mining on this. Mining and ore processing. That's my goal. We'll see if we can sustain that. What I might do here is make a compact living quarters for just a couple of dudes. Yeah, we'll make a compact living quarters here. We'll make a little crew rest area, a mess hall, if you will. And we'll figure it out. We'll do that here. This will be my ore processing if I can build it. Need a power generator here. I might have to bump this out a little bit to make room for my... something? My hyperdrive? No, I can fit that here. Okay. Now I'll just have to go like right here. We don't need a big one. This is not going to be a massive ship. We should be able to work around that. If we look at our star map, we do have another derelict here. Once we get our ship jumpable, the goal is to go find more crew members. We're going to need them, or we're going to die. We're going to be overwhelmed with tasks is really the key here. No one to talk to. That is sad. Ideally, what we do is we find a leisure station out here, and we get around to feeding ourselves good food from them, right? That's often cheaper than trying to get botany going, which I can't do botany. My guy is incapable of doing it. Rough start. No botany, no medical, no research. So I need to fill those gaps big time. All right, we sealed that side. We're going to seal this one here shortly. Let's look at something. Resource and ore processor. Okay, that'll fit in here. Good. Do we have an oxygen generator on here? I'm going to delete that so we don't waste blocks. I'm going to move this sucker over here instead. Yeah. Use what you've got before you build more things. That's really the key. All right, I'm going to move this sucker here. I'm going to move this one here. We'll put a table there. I might bump this door back one just to buy myself more space. Juicing the bodies. Now, human bodies are actually worth quite a bit in this case. You can throw them in here and get water, carbon, or water, raw chemicals, and carbon, which is good for processing a lot of things. We are a sealed vessel now. This is great. Now I'm going to go ahead and I need to move some stuff around. So I need to block some things out here. If I have this, and now I can't put it yet, I need it here. So I have room right in front of that door to move the hull stabilizer. Right here. A little cramped, I know. It's going to have to be. We got to move this. We got to get a power generator, which I think I can slap right here, going sideways, and then we can do our system core that we need for system points. I'm going to rework priorities real quick. Schedule, I think, is okay. Let's bump up construction to the top tier priority. Get that done. So I need to build this stuff quick before we run out of everything. There we go. Now he's working for the weekend. Well, his weapon skill is almost level 4, which is really nice. Oh, the androids are coming back. Maybe I can trade for more resources. What? I don't know. How are his conditions? He should be healing up now. He's slowly losing these wounds, which is great. Chronic wound is gone in about an hour. Great. Fantastic. Well done, sir. Okay. Back to work, sir. Once you're done. Relaxing. Good day, the flying weasel. Does this count as talking to somebody? I don't know. What can we trade with you? Oh, sorry. Wrong ship. So in the trade menu, you can pick which ship is the one selling and buying goods. Right. You want fruits? You want them by the foot? I'll sell you a couple of hull blocks. These guys are crazy for scrap, just so you know. Always look into that. Well, they've got nothing that I'm just clamoring for. Shit, I clicked off. I'll sell you a couple of soft blocks, a couple of hull blocks, just so I can get a little bit of money in the bank. I'll buy the energy block because we're inevitably going to need it. And I'll buy some more booze. And I'll pocket $114. There we go. Does that count as talking to somebody? Did I talk to him? No. Okay, we've moved stuff around a little bit. I need to get my system core in, so I'm going to put that here. And then we'll need a power generator here shortly. Which all we have is the energy and power generator, which is kind of poop. Got that. I know there's not enough points. Shut up. I might move this door a little bit too. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. It doesn't really cost me much. Here comes the Merchant Federation. All right, different faction. It's not hostiles, thankfully. Or we'd be toast. Or we'd be paying penance. Ugh. Our wounds are almost healed, which is great. Feeling a little hungry. We're doing okay on resources for now. Greetings, Molly's Revenge. No missions. Okay. What do you got for trade? Let's pause it. Let's go back to our Melanthia. What do you have? You got food for cheap. You got medical supplies. I do need medical supplies. I'm going to buy 2 of those. I'll buy... I would love to buy food, but I just don't think I can afford it right now. I'll sell you some whole blocks, because I don't need that many right now. A couple of soft blocks to boot. Can I afford some of these root veggies? I'm going to buy some while I can. For now. Just a couple. Get some of that trade going. Okay. I need to reprioritize maintenance as a top tier skill. Get to work, buddy. All of your stuff is breaking on the ship and you're going to run out of heat very quickly. It's starting to get cold. So you got to maintain your ship. Slowly breaks over time. That's a setting in sandbox settings. Like when you're setting up your scenario. Right? Not sandbox mode, but you know what I mean. On Brutal, it's pretty bad, right? Stuff breaks often. Quite often. Chugging a beer. Lovely. Glad we got some medical supplies. That's useful for us in the long run. His wounds are all healed up. Spacesuit fatigue's almost gone. His discomfort will go away. We're making progress. This is sealed. We're trying to knock out a few things over there, but once we get this built, you got to build a X1 system core first to get you system points, which are reflected up here. We have -2. We need the hull stabilizer. We need an engine, so to speak. Well, we need a hyperdrive engine, so we can jump out of this sector. We need a power generator, so that's going to be here. Wish I could just plop this down anyways. Oh well. We'll get there. Mr. Pie's in pretty good shape right now. For now. We still have resources. We're not consuming them very fast, so that's good. Alright, this is going to get done very soon. I like it. What I'm going to do is build a nice wall window here so it looks nice. That's half the battle. When you scrap ships, right, you go in, you go to the salvage menu, you pick which type of scrap you're trying to get. Now that will strip down and dismantle certain facilities and yield scrap. So if you go back here to the recycler, this is where you can process that scrap into blocks. So this is a good early game way to get tech blocks, energy blocks. Infra blocks, you're going to go through those quite a bit. Rubble will give you steel plates, which you need for your hull stabilizer to give your ship some hull integrity or hull stability points. If that goes to 0, your ship blows up, essentially, right? If that's getting low, you also start losing parts of your hull and start venting to space if you get hit with macrometeoroids and stuff. So, soft scrap yields soft blocks, infra scrap yields infra blocks and electronics components. Hull scrap gives you hull blocks and steel plates. Now you'll notice this number here, right? It takes 1 hull scrap to make a quarter of a hull block. So you'll need to process 4 hull scrap to get 1 hull block out. Energy scrap, you have to do 5 energy scrap to get 1 energy block. It also yields a little bit of energium and a very small fragment of an infra block. Tech scrap, you need at least 10 generally. You need 10 tech scrap to make 1 tech block. And you'll have a little change left over, and you also get some optronics components and infra blocks. These are pretty far in the processing chain for industry, so yeah, little explainer there for you. Always look at that. This thing is a power hog too, so it'll burn through your energy. Be prepared to feel it with, in this case, energy rods. Now, I want my guy to work over here more than I do on the other ship now. So what I'm going to do is go to ships, and you can see each ship in your fleet. One is a non-existent derelict, or it's a non-existent canvas for me to build on. What I want him to do is live over here, rest over here, but I want him to work over here on a priority. So that'll make him come over here as his preference for his work roles. Now he's going to go rest for a little bit and go back over here. If you look up here in your menu, you can see how many days of resources you have available at your current consumption rates. We have 52 days of power based on our energy rods. We have 99 days of water, or 99 days of oxygen based on our water supplies. And our food, we have 71 days. Pretty good based off of our food supplies. Yeah. So something to look at, just as a quick overview to go, oh, am I going to run out of everything? I don't know. We'll find out. We got a long time. As long as we get more people, though, we're going to start consuming things a little more frequently. So watch out for that. Oh, you know what I did? I told him not this. I was on the wrong one. Shit, no wonder. Okay, well, I figured it out. It was my own damn fault. Okay, now you can do work. There we go. I found it. See? Troubleshooting, man. Just look for problems and try to solve them. Oh, it was my own dumb fault. I picked the wrong ship. Verify the name of the ship you're going to disable first before you go forward. Oh, boy. Well, we have hit level 2 in mining. That's good. You'll be able to mine faster. I think there's some things you need mining skill to mine, or at least it used to be the case. I don't know if that's still true. I don't really know anymore. I played this game for so long. I don't know what information is old and irrelevant. Well, the flying weasel has come in yet again. Let's say hello and see what we can trade. Oh, whoops. Come back to the base. There we go. All your base, of course. We have things we can sell, like maybe a couple of hull blocks, make a little bit of money. Do you have anything on you that I could use? You have fibers. I could turn that into fabric. Aha, let's find something we can do with that. Give you 5 of those. I'll give you a couple of soft blocks to boot. About 3. There we go. That way we can make some fabric and have it on hand. Very good. Well, we finally have a system core on this ship, which means we can build everything else. I am friggin-tastic. Let's get to work. Okay, let's go with our power generator of the energium variety. We can do this. Cram it right there. Perfect. I need a system. I need a Hyperium hyperdrive. Perfect. We have a little bit of room here. I can fit some stuff there. What do I need to fit there? Something. I don't remember what. Tools facility. That's what I need. Okay. It's alive. We finally have juice to this big bastard. Great. Very happy about that. I've decided to build this out a little bit here and put my space shuttle right here. It's going to add to my mass, so I may not be immediately jumpable in a nice clean format. I don't know. We're working it though. We're working it. We got juice. Temps should be coming up. That's always a priority in this case, I would say. There we go. Temps are coming up. That means things will start working properly. I'm going to dump this because I need the space. I really need the space. So what I'm going to do is bump. I got to move this a little bit. All right, temps are up. We have 0 oxygen because we got to fix all the stuff that broke. That's okay. Keeping everything ship shape here. We're burning through everything, man. This is good. This is good. We're processing stuff. He's catching up. He's catching up. What I need to get is a logistics spot over here. Do my one cheaty thing I did. We'll get this guy. Rottler. We'll see what we're going to do here. I could even do double storage to give myself a little more room on the ship. For storage, of course. If I get a logistics spot up and running, oh man, that's going to be such a win for me. That's going to be so helpful in handling all the little rinky-dink piddly tasks. Still need a few things on this ship, like a hot banger, of course. Yeah. I don't want to chunk this thing out too much. Just saying. I really don't. But either what I'm going to do is put a little round table here, and then we'll put a chair, and that'll be probably good enough for my crew. I'm going to add a big old hole window so people can look outside and feel happy or something. We'll work that, I guess. We'll see what happens. We might jump here pretty soon. Am I running out of food? Oh no, I'm just looking at industry resources for whatever reason. Show me all the things, thank you. On backup power on the Vela, yeah. We burned through it already, man. We're not even running shit. Alright, I need a few things on this vessel. We're gonna get that moved and built. This is going well as I could possibly go, I think. A lot of tedious waiting. That's really what it comes down to with a solo crew run. Oh well. Oh, auto maintenance is turned off. Here's a good learning point for everybody, including myself. Go to your settings when you click on a ship, especially if you do a claimable derelict. You have to go in and turn on auto maintenance. It's defaulted to off. It's so you don't waste a bunch of resources fixing things while the temperatures are too low and things just keep getting damaged. That's it. That's the reasoning behind it. And we have a shuttle. I think I'm going to build a separate one. I can afford it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can afford it. I'll build another one. This will be ours. What I'm going to do now is start building all the other stuff. I'm going to need some advanced power on this ship, I believe. We're going to go to the hot hangar. We'll do this. We'll do system. We need a... Where is it? A resource. There we go. Ore processor. Not an either processor. An ore processor. I need to add, I think, a couple of walls here to isolate this a little bit and put my nav console. I need a comms console too, don't I? Man, this is needy. What a needy ship. What can I do? Can I sketch this out anymore? I can. Look at that. I could do a little bump out here. Yeah, I got room. Let's do this. It's gonna be a very weird ship, just so you know. Crewed by a weird dude. Activate that, please. I like these weird blobby ships, man. Shut up. Oh, I need a pooper. I don't have a pooper on the ship. Oh, ship. He's gonna ship his pants. I might bump this back one, too. I need to get rid of this window. Or people are gonna go in there and look out the window while somebody's sleeping and annoy the piss out of them. Happens very frequently, if you can't tell. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move this to
We'll run about there. That'll light the room. And then I'm going to bump this back a little bit. I'm just going to make a little turlet. Just a little itty bitty one. Does it need to be that big? Like, I could put walls here and go to here and have a door that walks through. And then have this shitter right there, so I don't really need that much. I'm trying to minimize the amount of blocks I'm putting on this. I think that's enough. Let's do that. Ship's coming together, man. It's gonna be a very weird looking ship, but it's mine. Now, my big problem is I am pretty far over mass. I think this is 1600 or it might be 800 each, so I might need to bump this out a little bit more and get another engine. I don't know if I can really afford it, size-wise. You can jump as long as you are under double your mass. Just remember that. Oh, would you look at that? He doesn't have enough industry skill to make hull blocks. So this is going to be all I get, man. I'm reordering this a little bit because I want to cram something else in here. So what I want to do is remove hull. We'll leave that. Then I want to throw a little something here. Point defense system, because we're going to need it to protect this little rinky-dink ship. Oh, it's so weird. I've got this little jet out here. Oh well. It's going to be okay. Probably. I don't really know. But here we are. And we're going to find out together. Move the power back there. I'm going to move this door here. Now we've got a nice little bridge. Would you look at that? And then we're going to go with a whole window here. I think we're going to do a twofer. Boom. So we can watch the boarding area. Yeah, buddy. We're going to move this sucker. We'll run about there. Perfect. Now I can fit a point defense right there. Would you look at that? Oh man, I don't know if I have the blocks for it. But here we are. Could even fit a second one. Just really double it up. But I don't know. We'll see where we're going to go with this. I'm kind of just going on the fly. I don't know what I'm doing. If you have seen any of my series, you know I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just keep going. If you haven't noticed, we're day 27 right now. We're slowly trying to get there. It's going to take some time, though. See if I can move this. I might be able to cram another one of these here. Duplicate. Not quite. I would need to bump it over a little bit. We'll see. I can still jump with one of those. It's just going to be risky. Which means we're going to take damage every time we do jump. Most unfortunate. We'll see. We'll see once we shift this thing over and shimmy it a little bit. Hurry up, Mr. Pie. Sleep better. Sleep quicker. Here comes the Android Collective again. Good, I can get the pooper on here. That's the next order of business. Dirty business. Let's go to facility. X1 toilet. Thank you. Put the medicine cabinet in the shitter. Because that's where it goes, bro. That's where he goes. Greetings, the Flying Weasel. Do you have any hull blocks? I'm probably gonna need them. Yikes. Yeah, for a good amount. What do I have that you want? You don't really care for fabrics. It used to be a big money maker back in the day. Oh well. Oh well. I don't want to sell those blocks. I feel like I'm going to need them. I have $92 to my name. I'm going to buy one of these, and then I'm going to sell you a little bit of infra scrap. Deal. Done. Nice. Oh yeah, we got big juice on this thing now. Now we're juicing. Lovely. I'm going to have him live over here now. So when you're ready to have your people live on your ship and move away from the mining station, you go in here to players, you go to ships, you go to this and click it twice to give it a little home. You can now rest over here. I want you to prioritize everything else over here too. Do what you gotta do, bro. Get her done. And we have an operations console. How about that? We can talk to people. If that's a thing you like doing. Which apparently I do, because I'm doing it right now. King in the castle, king in the castle, I have a chair. Look at that. Oh, look at that timing. Oh, right on cue. Good job. Good job, Mr. Pie. Well, well, well. Our shuttle is finally done. What's it called? The Grand Nagus. Okay. All right. What a name. We're getting stuff done. I think we're going to be done here shortly. We have point defense on this sucker. Nice. I like it. That's great. You know what? I could probably move this over here and put something else here. What? I don't know. I don't know yet. Either storage or spacesuit locker. Although I'll have this. Whatever. Oh, I can't build my robot because I don't have any plastic. Oh, no. Well, that's going to be a priority. See if somebody has it for sale. I was hoping I'd get my logistics spot. Oh, well. Now we know. I need to get this done very, very shortly. I hope my scrap didn't get used up here. I think it did. I'm going to have to rebuild it, aren't I? Yep, that's all in for scrap. Well, poop. Not going to get a new hull stabilizer. Good thing I think I have the blocks for it. I can afford it. Oof. Back to work. Yep, looks like I have enough blocks to get everything done on here and make this a flyable ship. It's mainly going to be the infra blocks that are holding me back at this point. Oof, we may have to go do a run here shortly. I don't know if we have the infra blocks for this. I might. Hopefully we can prioritize this. I need him to prioritize putting the infra blocks into this, because we need a hull stabilizer or we can't do anything. If I don't have a hull stabilizer, I can't fly. So we need that, and then we can worry about everything else. You do that before you do anything else. There we go. Everything else should be okay. We'll see what happens. I need the pooper too. That's rough. Ugh. I think what I'm going to do for now is cancel this. We'll repurpose these to get the pod hanger going, and a pooper, hopefully. And that way we can mine some stuff and bring it back and build everything we need. Alright, do I have everything I need for the miner pod? Oh, it's going to be an infra block. I'm going to steal one from this ship. You can do that, just so you know. You can take one of these, you click on the pod. Do we want the Yoruzu? Do we really only have one miner pod? Is that what that is? That is a miner pod, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have a choice. So, you click on the hangar, you click relocate, and you go to the other hangar you want to move it to, clicky, accept, and he will get into it and move it the next chance he has. Pretty cool. Alright, we're about to get hull stability on this thing. That's great. Hey, look at that. We've got a medical cabinet. Hull stability achieved. That's what you like to see. I'm glad I identified that I used up all my scrap. Otherwise, I would have been dead in the water without a hull stabilizer. It would have been a big issue. Alright, this ship is coming together. Look at that. We got a bathroom. We've got a nice little living area for the mess hall and a dining table, 2 beds, and a pretty comfy room. If you're curious about comfort, that's a good thing to learn right now. Everything comes down to isolating rooms from big, loud machinery, right? That's the key. Keeping those machines out of specialized rooms. I'm gonna let them keep working. If we go here, this is how you change your view modes. You can hit R to do it too. And then you go to comfort. You can see right now, sleep comfort, terrible if he has to sleep here. Still terrible if it's there. But this room, very comfy because it has beds and table. Those are about the only 2 things that influence this outside of negative malices that are coming from loud machinery next door. So that stuff will permeate through walls, but it is mitigated a little bit. So you want air gaps where you can. Next, we'll go to work comfort. Okay, it's comfortable working in here. That's usually lighting conditions. Work is always going to be a negative value. Always. Unless, I guess in this one it's not. If he's doing bridge work, it's pretty comfy. But if you're doing industry, it's always going to be a negative on your guy. It's always a drain. There's never a positive comfort from working. We've got leisure comfort, so not great here. Don't eat your Cheerios over here. Eat them in here. This area is really nice because it's got a lot of art, pretty high. So he's going to like that, and that'll boost his mood. There you go. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. The other half is extreme violence. Alright, if we look at our mass, we have 900 thrust and only 1,038 mass. So we are over just a little bit, so we will have risky jumps, which means we'll have to fix this more often than not. Ideally, we get a second one so we have a backup. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to have to shift this around in the canvas That's going to be a key. I think I can fit another one on here. I'll just bump this out another little bit, and then, yeah, I might buy myself a little bit more space, too. I'm trying to minimize the amount of hull that I can. I'm not going, like, super-duper min-max here. Just cramming stuff in where I can fit it. Well, we're about to max out his construction at 4. His mining is stagnant until he does more mining, but we are building some skill as we go. We're about ready to jump. I just need to finish a few processing tasks, and then we can get on the road. Alright, now we have an ore processor. What else do we need? 2 infra blocks in. Well, we need 3 total. And then we'll get our water collector. That's something I forgot to add to this. And the item workbench is a nice to have, so we can fix our stuff. I would like this to be a high priority. You need to manage water vapor. Let's go here and look at water vapor. It's slowly creeping up. That's generated by people walking around, breathing, you growing crops, that kind of stuff. So eventually that builds up and that humidity will grow to a dangerous level that will start frying all your equipment. So you need the water vapor collector to pull that. Well, it's essentially a dehumidifier, if you think about it. And it'll poop out a little bit of water every once in a while too. So very handy. Very handy indeed. I'm starting to run low on energy rods for this station. We're down to 7. That's not good. It's not good. How am I doing on energium? Not bad. Not bad. We pooped out an electronics component. Nice. We're getting there. We're almost done purging all of our scrap. Look at that. That's pretty good. We have a water vapor collector. Now you'll see the water vapor will start going down. Our max was 7%. We're going down now. You can see that on the bottom right. Very cool. And this thing will slowly start gathering water out of the air. Pretty cool. So one of the things to make note of is you'll notice fractional blocks in here, partial blocks. If you dismantle this facility, you lose all that partial block. You don't get a piece of a block or all the constituent components of it. You will just lose them. Now, what I don't know is when I abandon this station, when I jump out of the system, will that make those go away or will they persist? I don't know. We're going to find out together. All right, we're doing our final transfers at this point, so we're going to work with that. And jump out of here. If you have a blocked airlock and you're getting a warning that says, hey, we can't deliver anything because it's blocked, you have to manually move it if you don't have storage available, which I don't right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you again, double click on that tile, or you can just click on it, double click it, and hit move item, select that tile, and that'll select everything in there. If you don't want to move everything, you can click these minus buttons and it will remove it from this list. Hit accept, and now you tell them where to move it. If you have a storage container that can accept some of that, you can do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick an empty tile. For now, there's no real penalty for doing this, but, I suspect eventually there will be. In the early game, this is a good way to clear backlogs of stuff, generally. And here comes the Android Collective. Perhaps they have some plastic for sale, although they really like buying it because they need to recycle themselves and repair themselves. So, here we are. I believe we have officially completed all the tasks we wanted to do. Is there anything I want to take off of here? I don't think so. I think everything else can stay on there for now. Got a minimum of everything on there. Everything's repaired. I think we're ready to go. Android Collective, we'll see you next time. We're going to make the jump. So, to jump, you click this button here, View Systems. You can hit J. You click this button, and then this is your hyperdrive charging. You can leave this on auto. I don't. I'd rather manually tell them what to do. Red status means you get on there regardless of what your schedule is. If it's yellow, that means they will occupy the console while they're in work status. And if it's this, they'll just get on it only when needed. That's mainly for these stations. Are we ready to go? I believe so. We'll see you next time, boyo. Off we go into the dark. So these are all safe. Now this says it's abandoned. We can reclaim it later. It's okay. we're going to test out the theory. Let's go down here. We'll start mining stuff. There's a leisure station. Good. Now, the first leisure station usually also has somebody you can recruit with money. But I'm going to need to make money first in order to do that. We've made our first jump. We can process all this exotic and basic ore now too, because we have an ore processor. It will output... Let me just go to the research tab. Let me find it. You know what? I don't think it has an entry there. Oh well. We'll see when we get there. Let me take you off of that. Go about your day, sir. We'll do a little recon. We'll see what we're dealing with on that derelict. Hopefully we find a crew member. And we'll wrap up this episode where we go from... Well, we'll wrap up the episode then. Let's go hit the airlock. The West Wind. It's an Android collective ship. Very good. Robots. You can use these as cover objects, by the way. Take an E, sir. Good hit. +1 to weapons. Nice. Ooh, Mr. Pie's been hit. Now I don't have any medical capabilities. Off of this ship. Pull back. Don't let him melee you. Get him. Good shooting. Handled that like a oh shit. We handled it, that's for sure. Not really like a champ though. Oh shit, that's too many. I'm gonna do a rope-a-dope. We're gonna go see if there's a crew member over here real quick. That's a lot of dudes. There's a stash. I'm gonna hop back on board. Dude, that's so many of these guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little peeky peek in through that window. So I can see if there's a crew member. Get out. So there's a data log on the table, I believe. Interesting. Well, there's a stash and a data log. Getting in there and getting out are going to be terrible nightmares, so we're going to leave that for the next episode. We'll see if we can do it. I don't know that we can, but in the meantime, I think we need to mine all this stuff. The basic ore, your dude will go out, get an ore bit or drill bit from the top, and bring it over and mine all that goodness. There's a lot of good resources here. I like it. A lot of work, though. We're going to have some trouble with micrometeoroids for a while. Yeah, it slapped us. Oh well, folks. Well, we made our first jump. I don't know that we can deal with that derelict. There's no crew member on there. We're not really focused on derelicts in this run. It's mostly minerals. Mostly. So we'll do this. We'll mine all the goods, bring them back, hopefully process more things, and we'll go from there in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed the concepts so far. These are the player bases we have at home. But thanks for joining me, folks. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.